In the previous video, I showed you how sometimes you just have a worse position and then you have to go for the throat. You just have to attack the king because a long game you cannot win. That's exactly what my opponent will do. So he will just have a weakness, and instead of trying to defend the weakness, be very passive and let me run over him, he will just sacrifice everything, get a very dubious attack, and now I have to defend. Will I succeed? Will I not succeed? You will have to watch until the end of the video, but for sure, this is very, very instructive because I will show you how to make a weakness. I will show how to play against the weakness. My opponent will show how to sacrifice and how not to sacrifice. I will show you how to deal with sacrifices, defend your king, and potentially win. Let's go. In the previous video, you saw how I played a very exciting game. I miscalculated, blundered a piece, got 2 pawns for it, and just started attacking. And all of a sudden, I found a great, brilliant move, and I won. Very exciting game, but let's first make our puzzles. And if you like practical tips like this, subscribe for sure. I am seeing... I'm not sure what... Okay. This is cool, this is cool. So, first calculate checks. So you have checks and checks. And this one can be taken twice, this one can be taken twice as well. But only with the knights, and the queen has to stay guarding the knight. So if we check queen here, we take the knight with an attack on the rook, not strong enough. But what if we take the knight first? Then we get check and takes. And how you find this is by having a 16 streak and getting glazed by chess.com. No, it's by you see check, queen takes and takes, so switch up the move order. What if we take and check? And you just calculate the logical variances and switch up the move order and see what happens if you do. That's how you find it. So we see a lot of complications. If we take... Ooh, okay. If we take this as a free rook, but we also have check, which attacks this, attacks the king, everything is just shut off, so he only has one move, and I think I see a beautiful sequence there. After check, only one move because we blockade everything and this is pinned. And then I think we can sack the rook. Your only legal move is to take. Then we have queen check. Your only legal move is to go back. And then we have queen g7 checkmate. And now I can just pre-move. I was correct. How you spot this is look for checks, 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 captures, checks. I calculated all of them and calculate the most forcing ones first. I mean, obviously after takes with a check, that doesn't make any sense. And you can take with the queen as well, so it just doesn't make sense to do this. The other forcing check is this. He only had one move, and now you just have to know this pattern by sacking the rook. Which you do now, because you're a learnchess chess subscriber. So if you like practical tips like this again, you have to subscribe. Like, this is a lot of free value. So checks first again. Check takes nothing. Check is mate, except he can take, except he can't take. So it's just the maiden one because of this pin. Yeah, we are on a very good streak. Random side note of the editor. Lately, I've been Getting very good views. I want to thank you a lot for this. I think my group is gaining more and more members, and thanks a lot for that. And if you want to join Chess and be part of the group, you know the button. Thanks a lot for the support, and let's go back to the game. We're playing black against a almost 1900. He's 1 point above us. And we play a Carl Con probably. My opponent goes for... I mean, you have the advanced, exchange, fantasy, the classical system, but he goes for the exchange, the pan of attack. I don't face this a lot. Sadly enough, I can't see that. So after e4, c6, we got d4, d5, and my opponent took. We took back, and the pan of attack with c4. Developing the knight is very good, but after this development, I opted to go for e6, which is not good. I'm playing it like a semi-Slav, but I just blocked the bishop, and it's not a good thing to go for. I actually recommend g6, but I didn't yet make this course, and I didn't study it. One of the sharp lines is with bishop to g5. He's just trying to take to weaken our center, and then this is just a free pawn. We give him the pawn, and after takes and takes, he can either take it with the knight or the bishop. Let's say he takes with the pawn. The one annoying thing about this is that this takes away the c6 square for our knight, but we can just castle, he develops, and we play e6. And for this move, to understand this move, you have to understand dynamic versus static chess. The difference is static chess is positional chess. It is, these pawns are weak, we control the square in front of it so they can't advance, and we can just target them. That's very good. Static chess is just playing on weaknesses and activating your pieces. E6 opts to go for dynamic chess. That's playing for something not tangible. And one example of not a something that is intangible is activity. So after takes and takes, what do you see? We got a lot of activity. A lot of activity. And for example, if this bishop moves, our queen can go there, can go here. Our knight can now develop very fast. We still control the one square in front of it. And yes, we traded off a weak pawn for a strong pawn, but now we have so much open lines. Every piece can develop very fast, very easy. Our bishops are very strong. Our rooks can choose to go to a open file with a king, or to a semi-open file to pressure a pawn. His best move is to push the pawn. Yes, it is defended twice and attacked twice, but we can actually take with a check. And after takes, and probably queen takes, so that after takes and takes, rook to e8 check could be a threat. And if he has to block it with the bishop, you cannot castle because the bishop would be hanging. So probably queen takes here, then it's very easy to develop the knight, and this is still a weak pawn, and we got incredible amounts of activity for the cost of just trading off a static weakness. And if we go for the line where the knight takes, the one advantage of it is that our knight can develop to c6 still. The one drawback is that our bishop is defended. So we do have to waste one move going back. He will develop. Now we can get our knight out. He can get the bishop out. We just castle, try and attack the defender of the pawn. And after he develops, we can take, go for e6, which activates our queen, attacks the knight, which blocks our queen. And after knight to to c3, who is defending this pawn? It's attacked 3 times, so we just take it. We have an attack on the bishop, but the bishop can take a pawn, but that's not a problem. We get rook to b8, bishop has to leave, we take. And in this position, what do we see? We have a kingside majority, which could be an endgame plan. We have opposite color bishop, which could be annoying. Don't trade too many pieces because an endgame with only these bishops is probably a draw. By the way, if you're playing a higher rated opponent, you could threaten the draw by trying to trade everything off. But you should play this for a win. Why? Your knight is incredible. Your knight is very strong. Your bishop is incredible. Your rook is incredible. This pawn is very weak. Your queen has a lot of options, can pressure a lot of things. Can go here to pressure a lot of things, can go here trying to support your rook, maybe try to infiltrate. This rook can choose to go to a open file, to a semi-open file, support the other rook. This is just an incredible position, and especially if you have the wisdom of trying to freeze the pawns on the color of your bishop. So try to freeze these pawns on dark squares. If he pushes this, try to blockade his advancement, and you'll have a very easy time attacking it. He'll have a very difficult time defending it because it's on the wrong color. So these positions tend to lead to very active positions, very easy plans. Kingside majority, that's an easy plan. Weak pawn, just attack it. You have very active pieces, restricting your opponent, support this rook, put pressure on this weakness maybe with something like queen to b6, for example. And if he messes up, maybe you get something like knight to b3, attacking this rook, opening up a potential attack. The one problem you have there is that this pawn is defended. So let's say he plays bishop to d3, for example, queen to b6, and if it was your move here, you could go for knight to b3, maybe attacking a rook, but setting up a checkmating attack here. And after queen takes on f6, king h1, queen to g2 could be checkmate. And the rook is attacked. So there is a lot of venom, a lot of activity, a lot of tactics, very nice positions. But I just misplayed it on like move 7, which is not acceptable. And that's why I'm actually leaning towards memorizing openings, because you can play them very fast, get good positions, get the same positions over and over again, and have a lot of experience in them, know what to do, and have a big time advantage and probably a better position. But this is not good for me. And I'm very happy I learned my course now, but let's go back. Push. I don't think I can stop you, so I have to go for this. I don't think I can stop you. And I mean, he should or trade in order to push d5. d5 if he thinks he can get away with it, but I can take your knight. So I think after takes, forcing me to take with the knight, you should push. I don't know what that does. Can I? No, that plunders a piece. Can I? Then this again. I feel like there should be something here. Can I take pawn takes? Do you have a threat? Can I, for example, do this so that I can attack you and you have to go back? If I go here, takes, d4 is now take, and I have the weakness, but I'm up a pawn though. So probably this is the move. controlling c6 so I can play a6 and the bishop cannot come to c6, which is the only annoying thing I can see in this position. I control e4 enough, I can just take with the bishop. You should sack your queen in order to gain something there. Yeah, so now I can attack this. After takes, I can knight takes, which is perfect. I could attack you. Takes is met with... You attack my rook, so takes isn't strong enough. So after takes, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, is d5 a threat? I think it is. So I think I have to go for this attack and then you have to take, which is perfect. I just saw this alignment and that just doesn't work. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. So let's attack the bishop again. I'm so lucky. He could have just taken this, I miscalculated. Yeah, so you have to go back, and now... Is there any way for me to win something here? I don't think so. I mean, I have that. Is that strong? Not yet, I think. If I go here, takes is met with bishop takes, takes is takes, and takes is takes. Everything stays defended. I do have to be careful for my king, and I mean, it's a good thing I'm trading pieces, I think. Because he's getting a lot of activity. Like, he can just pose a lot of checkmating threats. And I have to try and deal with them. I don't have a check with my knight, so I can't really meet this with anything else than g6, I think. Which does create a lot of weaknesses. Your bishop is hanging, but a hanging bishop doesn't matter with a checkmating threat. He does have to be careful. After queen a5, I might have g6, which attacks the queen, attacks this still. I don't have a check, so after this, you could take attacking my queen. I just take back, queen has to move. This is hanging. Yeah, I think I'm getting low on time, so I'll just play this, and I think sacking shouldn't work. If you take, I can take. If you take, check, only move. Check is a draw. Maybe there's an in-between move that I take your bishop first, but after take, check, move up. Maybe that works. Oh, you do sack. Okay. God damn it. So takes. What if I take this? Your bishop is still hanging. If you take, I can take, and you shouldn't have enough firepower. I feel like I'm winning here if I take the right piece in the right sequence. So if I take, you have this. So I feel like I should take one of these. If I take, you have mate. Shoot. So if I take, you probably take. Then I have to take, check, move, check here. That's a draw, which I don't want to. So after takes, knight takes. If I take this, you can take my rook. Is there a difference between me taking like this? So that after knight takes... I have to take the bishop. Because otherwise this is just mate. If I take like this, you take like that. Maybe there is a difference. If I take, I still have a bit of shelter. And after this, where does your queen go? This is so complicated. Very annoying situation. So I have to take after takes. I can pin your bishop to your queen, but after takes, takes. Oh, your knight controls that. So I have to take. Which one do I want to take with? If I take, is there a difference? Yeah, I don't open up my rook. So I feel like I should take like this. And I think you have to sack your knight. Yes. And now what? So if I do this, you can take. I'm up a pawn, right? So take, move, check. One move, this is a draw. I don't want to draw. If I take a piece, you take this. I can attack. Is that strong? Wait, so I take a piece, you take a rook. I attack your queen. And then I take another piece. Is that winning? Takes, attack. You don't have a check? I feel like that's winning. I should have calculated it a bit longer, probably. And now I can take this because after check and I move, you don't have another... Oh, you do have check, but then I could come up. And then you don't have another check anymore. So if you take my rook, I can attack your queen. Oh wait, this is a threat, is it? I can take... maybe it's not a threat. So if I take, you take, that should be bad. So let's go for this in-between move. You take, I can take. But you'll lose the knight anyway, so maybe that's not a bad line. And I have a lot of pressure here. If you take... I take a queen, you take a queen, and I still take a piece, you don't. So then I'm up a piece for a pawn or something? Or two pawns. Yeah. I can only pray that this is winning. Yeah, so only move is to take, so let's just play that quickly. After check, my only move is to go here, because this is just trying a draw or something, I don't know. So after check, yeah, if I come here, that doesn't make sense. So let's go over here. If you want the queen trade, I can't really deny it. Okay, so now this is a fork. If I move over here, you can check. Block. Is my king safe there? Or do I want to go here, but then check? Oh no, you don't have that. I control that with my bishop. So if I go here, is my king safe there? My king feels oddly safe here. And my knight controls everything, my bishop controls everything. Like, this feels oddly safe. And I think I have 3 pieces for a rook and a couple of pawns or something. I obviously didn't calculate everything, but I feel like I should be fine. I have to remove like this. Knight takes is risky. I feel like you should do this, yeah. What if I push? Maybe I should attack your queen. I could also argue for the fact to take, take, and take. Oh, this is maybe something. And after this, with a fork, I can go for that, and this is maybe a threat. I attack your queen. Where does it go? Over here, maybe? Then I can... I don't know. Can I take? Is my king safe there? I have no clue. I just don't know. He'll pressure me. I will try and hold. It's difficult. Very complicated. Only have 4 minutes. There could be some tactics with takes, check, discovery check. Trading the queen should be in my favor, especially if I can keep this well defended in the meantime. And I mean, it's defended twice if he kicks my knight, so that should be enough. Like, if I do this, how do you deny the queen trade? Because if you do this, I can put my rook there, and that looks like you're getting mated. Such a difficult position. Yeah, so that's well defended. I could do this. Where does your queen go? There. Potentially. Checkmate threat, go here. I'm not sure. So let's just ask for a queen trade. You don't have a thread yet, right? I don't think so. And I cover all of your checks, so after takes and... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Is that GG? Here, take. Shoot. Let's go for the attack. I have no clue what I'm doing anymore. So I have to take. My knight is hanging. I should go for a checkmate attack. You take this, I go there. If you do this, I mean, I have no clue what I'm doing, but let's just try. If you do something like this, I can check. you have to move, and if you move here, this is mate. I mean, I can only try, you know what I mean? I mean, check looks devastating. Oh, okay, that's just mate, cool. I have to sack my knights so that I have one escape square. Now you have check. And yeah, my pieces are just in my own way. Well played to my opponent, fair enough. I mean, I can't just give up. So I really want to see. I was winning, I think. I'm quite sure I was winning. 70, ugh. I played disgustingly bad. Okay, so this is all theory. That's a mistake, okay? I haven't yet learned my openings, but now we're fine. This is the best move. That's fine. This is an inaccuracy. I should have kicked it instantly. This is the best move. Castles. This is fine. This is a move. Yeah, that's a mistake. Yeah, I saw this after. That was horrible. That's an inaccuracy. Okay, fine. Inaccuracy, inaccuracy. That's a blunder. Great move. Takes. Best move, best move, best move, best move. But this is a miss. I just take, go here, slide back, and I'm just up a lot of material. Instead, I try to be fancy. You took, takes, inaccuracy, best move, check, best move, best move, best move. This is fine, and that's a blunder. Okay, I was completely winning if I went here, and I mean, I just didn't see a tactic. So I did play quite well, I just didn't see a tactic. I mean, fair enough. I hope you learned a lot about your opponent's resources, how to handle, again, how to handle offers and defend positions, trade pieces. If you liked practical tips, subscribe for sure, and I'll see you in the next one.